Now let's go back and join the Varsity once again in mid-air.
But now we're calling in the aircraft, which we hope to be seeing.
Who is age 25, and during the last year has done well over 400 hours in this type of aircraft.
Stand by to brake, 70.
77.
I think your picture may be wavering a little. So is the aircraft, because we're in a little bit of rough air there, and Flight Lieutenant Dean has to use all the technique of formation flying. You see him hand on the throttle there as the Varsity breaks away. There's one of the celebrated shooting coverts of this part of the country. See that dark wood below us? But now the pilot's looking for the next aircraft to come in, again moving the throttles forward. And there he is. The old sight, the old friend, the Lincoln there. Very nostalgic picture that for many thousands of ex-airmen, I'm sure.
Okay, brake, call. Go.
And she's still a very maneuverable aeroplane, and is immediately replaced, there you see, by the Canberra. Well, there you've got an historic picture indeed, because here is the old and the new, or perhaps we should describe the Canberra as the halfway house between the old and the new wing commander.
Yes, I think that's a very good way of describing it. It's done very useful service in bomber command, has provided jet training and the nucleus of pilots and navigators for the V-bomber force, which is now forming.
Prepare to brake, port.
It's an excellent aircraft to fly, and I think we see several variants of it continuing in the service even after standard B2, which you see, has departed.
We saw the Canberra pull away there through the aircraft window. John watches him, and there's our next visitor. The Meteor, see the long nose denoting a night fighter. The Meteor NF12, I think.
Well, you've been doing very well up to date, Raymond, but you're one off on that one. It's the NF12, I'm afraid. Very similar in appearance, but I'm sure all our spotters would soon pick you up on that one. It is a night fighter version of the Meteor series, of which there have been many from the 4, the 8, 11, 12, and 14s. This one is fitted with the latest form of airborne radar, and although it will be replaced by the Javelin in due course, it's still an important night fighter.
96, prepare to brake, port, 90.
The powerful, vicious lines of the Meteor there shown up beautifully above that cloud rack.
90, brake, port, go. Roger, 06, and I can't get any 50 cycles here, over.
An ex-fighter pilot looking at a fighter pilot's view of another fighter, because that's the sort of view you would get if you were closing in to attack an enemy aircraft.
Hey, nice, straightening, go. Stand by to brake, port, 89. 89, what's up? Stand by, I think. Come in red, leader.
Ready to roger. 9, brake, port, go.
89, braking, port.
Three hunters in formation.
Yes, those aircraft are a beautiful sight, and they're flown by three very experienced pilots and led by Squadron Leader Woodcock of Broadstairs, who is age 32 and has been flying them for some time. They are now changing their formation from the impeccable Vic that you saw into Echelon Port. Now this is a maneuver you've probably seen from the ground on many occasions, but it must be fairly unique to see it from above. Only just a few seconds to change from one battle formation to another.
Ready to roger. Breaking up now.
Breaking out.
that was a lovely sight. The three latest of the RAF's fighters flying very slowly, especially for our benefit, but nevertheless maintaining really beautiful position.
Going to make her down the crawl, please. Washington Tower, Jungle 71, downwind.
Jungle 71, the surface wind is 010 degrees, 12 knots.
Jungle 71. License propellers, 2400, fuel top, on, boosters, on, cross speed, off, check content, 400 kilometers, high pass, check complete. Washington Tower, Jungle 71 final for landing.
Jungle 71, you're better on.
Jungle 71, 1 knot.
Looking forward now towards the perimeter of the aerodrome. You can see the lead-in lights below us just to the right of the nose wheel. Speed about 100 knots. About 100 feet. That's the view the pilot has ahead. Just coming over the perimeter of the aerodrome now. There's the runway ahead of us. Hold on, touchdown. Main wheels on the ground. Nose wheel still not down. Won't go down. Down in the center of the runway. Braking now. See the figure coming up at the end of the runway. Do you remember when we took off? I could see that.
And so, as the aircraft turns away from the runway, we come to the end of this first transmission from the Royal Air Force Station at Watton.